Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I almost forgot to turn on the mic. Let's jump right away into the into the news. As you saw before, I showed you the channel for the music to give them credit. Alright, let's dive right into it. Number one, Apple iPhone 13 brings portrait mode for video. Is portrait mode on top? Yeah, it should be on vertical, the one like this. I know that YouTube, every time somebody posts a video like this, everybody gets mad in the comments. Next news, number two, T cells are superstars in fighting COVID-19. Why are some poor making them? Number three, Canva, Australian online design platform valued at $40 billion. Yeah, Canva is super useful. Not a surprise for me that they're worth so much. I use it even for for my Twitch channel, for all the basic graphics that I use the Canva. So, no wonder. Number four, TikTok, social media giant, to roll out support for users' mental health. Number five, reflections on AI for peace. Interesting. I like this title, AI for peace. Let's see if we can skim through the topic sentences. AI can and should be used for maintaining and promoting global health in various ways. With enough social and political will, we can enable a new era of AI that brings well-being to communities that need it the most. I've often marveled at the ways AI can be used for good, but I'm an optimist at heart. I believe we can and that we really should find ways to combine the common good with these exciting new technical capabilities. We're now in the midst of our Y Accelerate program, an accelerator focused on driving female participation in AI entrepreneurship. Let's keep forward. Human security. AI for Peace is aimed to leverage AI's potential to protect human security and move away from focusing primarily on the safety of the states to the security, protection, and empowerment of individuals. Let's see. Human security, humanitarian action, human rights and democracy. I put it before. Let me check on the camera. Human rights and democracy. Pandemic. Alright, let's see. I leave, for example, in humanitarian action. Resilience, response and recovery programs powered by AI. They are designed for those affected by humanitarian emergency. Given that AI can help save more lives, alleviate suffering, and restore human dignity by helping organizations to anticipate. Okay, now it's. I was looking for this. I was looking how, how, because you always AI does this, does that, but I was looking for how. So by helping organizations to anticipate, predict, and better target response effort. The goal here is to raise awareness of AI actors in the humanitarian field, and by taking a look at the ethical implications of their solutions and of the effects they could unintentionally inflict on vulnerable populations. Oops. My take on this is that yes, I agree, AI can bring benefit to those areas, but I wish it was more targeted with practical ideas and applications. This is just saying, helps companies predict and be better, so it's a bit generic. I'll leave the article down, but for me it's a bit generic. And I guess, improving the supply chain of a company with AI, because you can, better coordinate the logistics. It brings benefit all over down the road after that. So be generic, guys. I like to talk about AI when there's a practical problem solution and somehow a technical explanation of of how things were done, but especially like what specific problem was solved. Next, number 6, dynamic queries in Ecto. Elixir Lang. Not familiar with those. Number 7, the index mindset. What's the index mindset? Index funds. Index funds have come to dominate public markets, but the shift towards indexing is spreading across tech, careers, and culture too, in what I call the index mindset. Why? Well, in the 1980s, the index funds were ridiculed. Warren Buffett tells us to simply invest in index funds. Damn. Okay. Indexing the public markets. So it's a pro-index tendency. So let's see if we can get the juice of the article. So the index mindset is a focus on preservation over creation, optionality over decisiveness, general over specific. Public companies are an obvious thing to index, but the index mindset manifests in many domains. Okay, so this is like this explains a little bit. So wealth, the index mindset goes for steady compounding preservation, but the opposite will be risk-seeking expansion. So this article makes a point of like explaining the benefit of this index mindset. Given the index mindset has snowballed into the longest in the public markets, we can see that when the plurality of investors are passive, the implications are not passive at all. Everybody knows that past performance is not indicative of future results, but nobody believes it. In the case of index funds, it has been indicative. Okay, it's a bit of a technical, it's getting a little bit technical. I'm also skipping through a little bit. Okay, venture funds. Index funds weaken mean reversion characteristics. Overvalued things should be purchased less, but market cap weighted index funds purchase them more. Most seed stage investors have a high volume investment approach. The conventional wisdom is that you can't know which company will return your funds, so take a lot of shots. Interesting. Indexing is startups. Well, I thought VC was the same. Oh, like inside startups. Employee tenure is short and shortening, with many employees opting to collect a portfolio of equity across several companies, hedging with their downside along the way. Indexing in culture. Okay, I want to spend too much time actually on this, so indexing in 2020. I'll leave the article with the index. Why there's so many sheeps? Many of the most successful individuals had thoroughly rejected the index mindset. Elon Musk isn't spreading his bets, he's buying more of his company's shares. And Warren Buffett, despite preaching index funds, has 75% portfolio concentration in 5 stocks. Indexing provides a safety net against failure, so it can be hard to reject, but you can start small. Abandoning the index mindset may be more valuable than ever. When everyone is indexing, their collective trance distorts reality. That's your opportunity. There isn't a singular answer about when to adopt versus abandon the index, but the index mindset is sedative, a substitute for conviction. And conviction pays off, as Howard Marks succinctly put it. If you wait at a bus stop long enough, you're sure to catch your bus, while if you keep wandering all over the bus route, you might miss them all. Interesting take. Interesting. Very cool article. A generic framework for physical light transport. So I want to see. Physically accurate rendering of full counts. Oh, it's rendering. Okay, cool. Okay, so rendering, guys, is when people they do the interior design or architecture. They create like in this case, this image. They create a 3D scene and they make it like so good that it seems real, and then they take a picture of it. They render it. They render the scene. The computer uses power and a graphical card to render this, make calculation of all the 3D object and render an image, a 3D scene. What you see right here is being rendered. And so this is probably generic framework for physical light transport, a way to make lights more realistic in those renders. Cool. I think renders are pretty niche things, so I don't know if I should put the link or not. I'll see. Little Big Trouble. Sony kills multiple games online service without notice. Oh, I imagine the memes on social media must be funny. The angry gamers. H2O hack online. What is this? Oh, cool. Solving water challenges from space. No way. Cash prize money. Good. Calling all innovators excited by the opportunity to solve water challenges by leveraging space technologies, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Wow, that's super cool. That is super, super, super cool. Let me see. Let me go back. I'll keep this link because it's a very cool initiative. Hell yeah, I'll help you spread the word. You're on stream. Let's see. Gaming contest becomes unicorn after lockdowns drive growth. Which one? MPL, Mobile Premier League? No way. Interesting. Largest markets for game downloads. Yeah. Very cool. This one. My app got 455k users in the first week. In my free time, I enjoy working on cool small projects that help me or others in some way. I came up with a simple idea of a TV show time calculator that ended up being a smashing hit. No way. What? Look at that. That's impossible. Wow. So it was using Tract's API to grab the TV shows. What the hell? User testing. I focused on marketing. Presentation is just as important as the product. Oh, I searched for influential bloggers who wrote articles about TV shows in the past. I sent them a brief email explaining who I was and asking them to check out this app I made, and if they liked, they could write about it. Attached was a 500-word document written by me in which I talk about the app's features, how I came up with the idea, how many days it took me to develop the app, and a few words about myself. I wrote that document in order to make it easier for the blogger to write about the app. I sent the email to 20 bloggers and I had high expectations that the app would go viral. I created a buzz that I would release a cool app around Tuesday damn, so it got influencers too. The one thing this happened in a parallel universe, because in the one you're currently reading this post, something very different actually happened. No way! So I designed and coded the app and I pushed it to GitHub, publicly released it on Friday. Then I posted a screenshot on Dribble and tweeted once about it. That's it. The snowball effect that followed was pure luck. No way! So make it focused. Calculator of time spent. No way. What? That's so dumb. How can this go viral? Well, create a unique experience. Make it simple. Make it easy to share, yeah. Oh, because he had this like fucking catchy, you know, catchy phrase. I've wasted X days out of my life watching TV shows. Okay, what the hell? But that's, how can this go viral? It must have been really good design. That's the only thing that I can get out of this. But I'll leave you the link of the description in the description of the video. Amphenol Aerospace datasheet download. What is this? Wow, the links are so good tonight. What is this? Connector contacts. It's a connector. The Deutsch connector. Series military. What is this? To connect contact socket. It's probably a very specific connector for some cable that does something in some aerospace thing. Okay, that's random. At least it's explaining what it is. Ask Hacker News, what are your opinions on modern basic dialects? Basic is a language, for programming language. The most advanced e-payment solution in Africa and Arabic world. 16. Show Hacker News. Live clock. Chrome new tab page. What is this? Let's give it a look. Make this week count. Keep this week for you, but see how many weeks have elapsed in your life so far. What the hell? This motivational new tab page is built to encourage you to make a meaningful impact every week of your life. Guys, this is so random. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. I don't get it. You set your and then it just tells you how many weeks you live. Why do you need to be reminded of that every day? Back to hacker news. Number 17, microservices design patterns. Event carried state transfer. US chip vendors increasingly shift orders from China foundries. Ooh. Shift from like shift orders from China foundries, like are they shifting it towards China factories or away from them? 19, pay transparency is coming and employers are terrified. 20, how do you hire fast in a startup? 21, Miley Woodward Costa book. Miley took secret action to protect nuclear weapons. Number 22, of course you have to protect nuclear weapons. It's a pretty big deal. Nuclear weapons are scary. Number 22, algorithmic symphonies from one line of code. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Very short programs that synthesize something that sounds like music. Let's see. Hmm. What the hell is this? Okay, dude, so much. Wow, nice sounds and nice reading. No, nice reading for sure. It must be really interesting to get on the math, but nice sounds? No, that's so like. I mean, I'll leave the link. Next, Facebook's own research shows Instagram is harmful to teens, report says. It's a bit late now to realize, huh? Number 24, Russia fines Facebook, Twitter for not deleting banned content. Number 25, voters resoundingly defeat recall of California Governor Gavin Newsom. 26, image-guided surgery toolkit. What? It's a GitHub. Image-guided surgery software toolkit. No way. Okay. I mean, there's no README. Okay, there's a README here. Unfortunately, to know more, I would have to go into the source code and figure out what all of these are doing, because in the root of this repository there's no readme file, so there's really no description or explanation of what is this besides image guided surgery software toolkit, which sounds super cool obviously, but we don't know. Aruco tracker support. What is Aruco tracker? Oops. What is Aruco tracker? Huh. Oh, it's a head tracking device. Cool. Alright. Unfortunately, there's nothing in it, so I can't share the link. Solana blockchain experiences major outage due to distributed denial of service. One of the world's tallest timber buildings completed by white architecture. Glassdoor acquires Fishbowl, and multi-cloud strategy and architecture guide. I'm definitely gonna check out this one. Okay, let's see. Backblaze. Okay, so Backblaze is the provider. What is multi-cloud? AWS ecosystem, multi-cloud versus hybrid cloud. There's a difference. So why should we use multi-cloud? Disaster recovery, failover, cost optimization, avoiding vendor lock-in, data sovereignty, and access to specialized services. Yeah, especially disaster recovery, which means you get a ransomware attack and you have a disaster recovery plan, you'll be fine. You'll be fine because you have a backups ready. You have a protocol. But without that plan, you get a ransomware, your company is in big trouble because now you cannot retrieve the data, or at least you don't back your data up enough so you have a, you get my point. And then here it gives a bunch of examples, so definitely check out this article on multi-cloud. I'm not endorsing this company at all, but I just think the content is interesting to kind of learn a little bit about the cloud niche, because everything is on the cloud nowadays. Cool. Let's scroll really fast through Slashdot. Let me see if I can refresh. There's some newer. Alright, cool. Massive transatlantic data cable landed on beach in Bude. Do they show pictures? I want to see a picture. Let's see. Okay. What about it? Oh wow. Bude. Oh, Bude is a city in UK. So what about the wire? Where's this super giant wire? I don't see anything. Here you go. Simple mathematical law predicts movement in cities around the world. Ooh. Scientists can now assemble entire genomes on their personal computers in minutes. Oh, that's cool. Reconstructing genomes. Assembling genomes? What does that entail exactly? To put together a file that is probably like a few terabytes, which contains all the DNA combinations, strings, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, maybe to make a whole genome searchable so you can do various bioinformatics operations on them, now if I think about it. Next, Comcast will soon launch smart TVs under its new X-Class TV brand. Okay, lots of vulnerabilities to test for. And lots of bounties paid, hopefully. SEC charges App Annie with securities fraud in 10 million settlement. Wow. What was App Annie? A mobile app data provider. Wow. Russia fines Facebook. Hell yeah, we know that. Millions with eye conditions at high risk of dementia. Why? Millions of people with eye conditions, including age-related macular degeneration, cataracts, and diabetes-related eye disease, have an increased risk of developing dementia. Wow. Vision impairment can be one of the first signs of the disease. Twitter reopens its account verification process after another pause. Yeah, how? What is the basis for them to verify you? To have, maybe just to have a lot of followers and press. Anyways, Facebook's own research shows that Instagram, okay, oh yeah, exactly, we saw this link. And my comment was that it's maybe a bit too late to realize this. What can you do now to stop teens using Instagram? That's the real question. You can't. It's too much in the culture. You have to educate and try to make them aware of what they might risk in the future or in their mental health or in their social life. Next, Michelin airless passenger car tires get their first public outing. Airless passenger car tires. What the hell is that? Michelin airless tire technology. 2 decades in the works. That's crazy. You can never be brought to a stop by a puncture or blowout. You don't have to look after tire pressure either. Cool. Online coding school Treehouse lays off most of its staff. Wow, why? Didn't answer email questions about the cutbacks. Oh, okay. Interesting. A small team will be remaining to continue to support students. Wow, they cut. Wow, big earnings. Apple Watch Series 7 delivers larger screens and more durability. AMD Radeon software can overclock your Ryzen CPU now too. Overclocking is when you make your CPU more powerful to get your performance, but you risk shortening its lifespan, I guess, or messing with the heating. You have to make sure you have a good system to cool down your CPU before you overclock it for sure. All new iPad mini announced with 5G USB-C and larger 8.3-inch display. iPhone 13 Pro and Pro Max announced with high refresh rate, 120Hz displays. Oh wow, that's a very smooth display. Alright, let's finish off with a few cool product hunt products. Let's look at today. Magic for Slack, Cyber Coin Hub. How can you build better communities on Slack? Let's see. Community builders create the experience they never knew was possible with Magic. Important information gets lost in the noise. Interesting links. Find everything you need in one place. Oh, okay, before Magic, after Magic. Cool. No idea what anyone likes or does. Thousands of members in your community, but no idea what anyone likes or does because Slack gives limited profile information. Been there. Network with anyone. So both you and Kartik are product designers and love reading non-fictions. Perfect context to start a conversation with. No, really, time to schedule the one-on-one now with Magic. Okay, so it provides you a way to expand on your interest by member, and so you can, again, here it says it limited profile information by default, so this expands kind of like the get to know your members. Very cool. Very cool. Little to no data on member engagement. Yeah, of course. Very cool. Analytics too. Cyber Coin Club, social platform for crypto investments. Black gold 3D icons for cryptocurrency. The new website grader. Grade your website in seconds, then improve it for free. Keyval.org, free and simple key value database. Freelancer news, freelance with a little help from your friends. Freelancer news, let's see if it's cool. Freelancers can share tips, news, and interesting links with each other. Get clients with a little help from your friends. 600. Okay, so there's a bit of like cool content. Cold emailing. I think I might have to get a bit more specific. What sorts of businesses are you looking at? What do you mean by blah blah blah? Okay, so they're just trying to help. Cool. Two-way Notion integration and automation. A client of mine uses Notion. This app right here, Notion. Sync Notion to Trello, Airtable, Slack. My gosh, there's so many providers and apps. Fiverr Business. Equip your team with expert freelancers and business tools. Approve It plus Zapier integration. Terra. API for users to connect their health data to apps easily. CryptoEggs. A comprehensive marketplace for CryptoEggs NFT collection. So that's an NFT collection. Doodle Ipsum. The lorem ipsum of illustration. Pre-flight for Bubble apps. No code testing to make sure Bubble workflows are unbroken. Bubble is probably the no code provider that allows people to make apps without coding. Show Business by Wistia. I don't get it. Velo Mesh Wi-Fi system. Fugo Telegram bot. Product manager Shadi. The impossible search by Findem. Search for candidates like never before. Why like never before? Replay, your time travel debugger. What are these things? I can't even. How record and replay your web application with familiar browser dev tools. That's cool. Backlight, make design systems that teams front end want to use. Oh wow. Design systems, code side. Okay. Kickstart your design system. Furious, Simba, Yogi. What is it? Oh, so it provides a whole platform to create your design system. So here you put like the actual components. Okay, badge. Very cool. Yeah, see, like these are just example. Cool. So it's called Backlight. So this way I can make a design system. What is a design system? A collection of like components, colors, and fonts and things about your design and design principles of your brand. Sorry. So I'll definitely leave it up. Gravity 8, build a SaaS app at warp speed with a JavaScript boilerplate. Requested, that might be useful. Yeah, 30 developers trust Gravity with their business. Interesting. Requestly 2.0, intercept and modify HTTP request. A party round, a fundraising tool for founders. Then there's Loop, an app for hybrid teams that makes every day your best day. Why? Motion Task Manager, get 25% more done each day with zero manual planning. About what? And then there's Glean, the work assistant to search across all of your company's apps. And then you have Draft, accept appointments online, manage employees and schedules. And then you have Limo, world's first multimodal mobile robot with AI modules. Wow. Wait, hold on. Okay. So it's hardware platform. 7,000. Okay, that's the Kickstarter. Wow. Super cool. I mean, if you can put sensors and yeah, exactly, that's what I meant. Autonomous driving. For steering modes. Okay, so it's pretty cool. I wonder, I mean, it's cool to learn hardware in a fun way, you know. You don't need this, you can make your own from scratch if you like, you know, if you're patient and if you get all the components, maybe if you have a 3D printer too. But very, very, very cool. Oh, look at the sensor. It has voice module, display, camera, lidar. Okay, not too much. Yeah, it's a DIY. Engineering survey, disinfection robot, patrol robot, manipulator, logistics robot. Wow. Okay, the prices are 1K or 400. Very cool, guys. This is a perfect way to end the stream and the show tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And very cool session. Learn a bunch of cool things, and I'll leave the link down in the description for you guys. And again, thanks for watching. Bye bye.